Welcome back to the Y-Frame Ranch. As you can see, we're not at the ranch today. We're going on a field trip. Doing a last minute fishing trip here. And no, we're not going to the reservoir there. So I was eating my lunch earlier this afternoon. Scrolling Marketplace, as you guys do too, I would imagine. Came across something, just popped up, really good deal. So I sent it over to my buddy, because it's something he would enjoy. And yeah, he thought it was pretty cool, but what he got really excited about was the seats that are in it. He said they look like Chevy seats in there, and that they're worth a lot of money. And he really needs those seats for his SS 396 El Camino that he picked up from the race car ranch. And being that I borrowed his trailer earlier this weekend and I had it with me, I'm now on my way to go meet him out in the Central Valley so we can go pick up this car. It's actually a Willys panel wagon. I don't even think I looked and saw what year it is, but it's got the round wheel well, so it's the earlier year. I don't need one, because there's already two of them sitting in the field at the ranch. But he really wants these seats, so we'll get out here and pick them up. I like taking the back roads because there's less traffic and there's a little more scenery. Some of these places, old Ford right there, tractors back there, have a lot of cool junk. This guy, he's got all kinds of cool stuff back there. I'd really like to see all those tractors and see what else he's got. I know I got a dirty windshield. I put a lot of miles on the Ram this week, going around and picking up junk I don't need. I can hope to get Dodge to sponsor me now. I got tens and tens of followers. Maybe they can sponsor me a Hellcat Charger to beat up on. I'm sure the math will work out on that. Tens and tens of followers, $90,000 car, a little bit of advertising there. Somebody might think that's a good idea. One thing I can ask Dodge, I really like the truck. Gets decent mileage, got a lot of torque. The one thing I could ask, can they get like a turbo button on the AC? And I'm not talking about for the fan to spin faster. No, for the temperature to be lower. I just want another 5 degrees. If anybody knows how to make that happen, let me know. There's two things I don't really like about the Central Valley. One is it gets really hot out here. Not a fan of the heat. Two, there's not really a lot of scenery, so it kind of gets boring out here driving. I think a lot of people out there don't realize how big California is. And you drive for hours in the Central Valley. Nothing but farmland. But the cool thing about farmland, sometimes you can see some old tractors. It always brightens up my day. I don't see any right now though. Oh look, finally a tractor to look at. Old tractor and a grader. That's pretty cool. Of course it's a cat. Well, finally found cool old tractors. A log splitter, that's cool. Okay, finally made it down here. Authentic California barn find. It's got real barn dust on it. He said he just pulled it out of there 2 weeks ago. Not in too bad a shape. I pulled the Chevy Love out too. He said 500 bucks. If anybody wants a 4-wheel drive Chevy Love, it was pulled out of the barn too. So this obviously has a custom radiator mount here. 4-wheel drive truck. No drive shaft. He said this was a 327 in here. My buddy just looked at it and said it's not a 327. 283 or something like that, 265. I don't know, because it's got the thingy that pops out. I'm not sure. I don't know much about Chevys. It's got the little ram intakes. Probably run. They took the tranny out. Had a Muncie in it. That's all the rust through I seen, which is pretty rare on these things. This fender's pretty straight. Some bubbling on the bottom of the doors. Nothing crazy. The panel is homemade. Lots of Bondo there. Got the early round wheel wells with a lot of Bondo, so maybe there is rust underneath there. Got a good little bang there in the corner. Lots of barn dust. Tailgate actually looks pretty good. The homemade panels with Bondo on them. Got the flat hood and grill down there. Floors don't look too bad. Got some different gauges up there. And my buddy said these are 67 Chevelle seats. That'll still work for them. There's the radiator. Not bad. I don't need it. Probably going to end up at the ranch anyways. A few more dents. Little wavy in the quarter. Little bump in the roof. Get the Bondoed panel. Panels were really cool, especially if it was real. Big fan of panels. If anybody's got one sitting in a barn and they want to give it away, let me know. Like a 57 panel, 52 Ford, something. Pinto cruising wagon, any of those, I'll take them. There's the radiator. This is obviously not factory pedals, but it's got 3 of them. That's what's important, and plenty of room to put any tranny you want. Oh, and a jawbone. The split window, that's cool. Doesn't look like any rust on the Love either. I don't know if that's a long bed because it's small. Got some family springs in there. 4x4 Love. Ooh, go-kart engine. Might need that. Or is that a replacement for the Love? So if anybody needs a Love, he's got one of those too. there we go. Driving away with new junk on the trailer. Driving off into the sunset. That whole line of tractors that I videoed in the driveway on the way in, all of them except one are for sale. So we might be going back again. I don't know for which one. Stay tuned and find out. And we'll see if the small block in this thing runs. Stick a drive shaft in it and make the 4-wheel drive 2-wheel drive, at least so that it works. The Willys is losing value every mile. All that expensive authentic barn dust is blowing off. Maybe I should slow down. Along the line of tractors down the driveway on the way out, almost all of which the tractors are for sale. This cool piece was just laying in the dirt, so I asked the dude if it was for sale. I don't know if it was for sale or not, but he sold it to me. Kind of froze up. His wheel turns. It's like a 6-foot chain on there. I just think it's cool. Had to have it. Don't know why, but it's cool. Lube it up, see if I can get it to spin freely. Hook it up to a V8 or something. Cut some firewood. So all my buddy wanted was these seats. It says they're out of a 67 Chevelle or something like that. He really wanted them. Said they're worth a lot of money. So we went and bought that. And now it's just gonna sit in my field with the others. Don't anybody else tell me about any free Willys. I don't need any more right now. Wait till we do something with at least one of these. Like and subscribe. And eventually we'll actually do work on stuff instead of just picking up junk. Or maybe you guys like video of me just going to pick up junk. That's easier.